Yo, what up, guys? Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the new character that has been released in the last couple of days, which is the new SSR Plus called Khun Asensio, and why I think you should avoid investing him in, especially if you're free to play. And that comes down to two main reasons. The first reason and the most important reason I think is because in the next update there's going to be a new character. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys. He's called Trauma Ray, and Trauma Ray is going to be a new rarity of characters, and at least a lot of people are speculating that he's going to be an insanely busted character. He's going to be a green unit, and yeah, he's going to be insane. So that's reason number one. But the other reason is because this guy needs a lot of investment for him to work. And I'm gonna go over his kit with you guys and tell you why he needs a lot of investment to work. So let's start off with this passive that he has. If a flying fish is not present on the battlefield, Asensio recovers 70 energy every second. If a flying fish is present on the battlefield, Asensio's HP does not fall below 1 and his attack increases by 70%. This buff cannot be removed with buff removal skills. So when this guy is actually really good is when there's a fish on the battlefield, and you might be thinking to yourself, what is a fish? Well, his ult is what makes fishes appear on the battlefield. So if you look at his special move, it says Asensio hurls 2 flying fish towards the enemy. Flying fish deal 180% of Asensio's attack as damage to all enemies in their path, decreasing physical resistance by 10% for 10 seconds. This is only level 1, so at level 5 it's going to be much higher. Flying fish lasts 7 seconds and bounce off the edge of the battlefield. This skill activates only when there are no flying fish present on the battlefield. So when there are flying fish on the battlefield, this guy cannot die. And that's when he becomes like really good. But as you probably know, what is a big power spike for this guy is going to be Rainbow 5, because then he will get his ult really fast. And that way he can survive much longer. And his, I'll quickly go over the active with you guys. Asensio powerfully swings his spear to deal 150% of his attack as damage 3 times. Then, if a flying fish is present on the battlefield, the skill is guaranteed to land and silence the target for 3 seconds. Each time a flying fish successfully lands an attack, the skill's cooldown decreases by 0.5 seconds. So, and if you look at the other one, Asensio becomes immune to status effects and spins his spear to block projectiles, dealing 100% of his attack as damage to nearby enemies 6 times, plus jolting them. And if a flying fish is present on the battlefield, Asensio recovers HP equal to 50% of the damage dealt. So his whole kit is basically based around, if you have a flying fish on the battlefield, this guy can deal insane amounts of damage. But for the flying fish to even be on the battlefield, you have to perform the ult. And before he performs his ult, he's actually not that strong. He's pretty weak, I would say, pretty mid. So with the 500 energy you get from 5 Rainbow, that's when this guy becomes like pretty good. But before that, he's gonna die too soon to even perform his ult. And that way he can't benefit from this part of his active. He can't benefit from this part of his other active. He can't benefit from basically this part of his passive. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what I mean with that he dies too often to perform his ult. So if you go into Expedition, this is what I always do with new characters, and you go into the arena simulation, and let's say you make a team with Khun because he's one of the best SR pluses for yellow. Let's say you put this on her team as well. And then you put him in. And then just the basic ones like Huts, for example. And then a You already have a lot of damage dealers, so a support might be fine as well. So now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna test him versus Edan. So I'm gonna show you what the damage difference is. So let's put Edan in the other team. I'm gonna put Evan in this team as well, because that's really good, I think. Yeah, so let's go to the enemy team, and there I'm gonna put in Yurangian. I'm gonna put in Khun Edan. I'm gonna put in the same ones, so Bum, Evan, I mean this Evan. And let's put in, where's he? Huts? Yes. So this, and this. So like this. And first I'm gonna show you what the damage. Let's set it to level 400, because not every one of you has every character at level 400, but some people might have, and I think that's pretty fair to put it at level 400. Let's do it to all the slots, and the same goes for the enemy team. And let's make it fair. Let's make it relatable to free to play. Let's give him 0 copies, because 0 copies or 3 copies doesn't really matter with Evan. Let's give him max, let's do him max as well, and let's give her 3 red. Like that. And let's do the same on the other team, allies. Let's give him 0 dupes. Let's give her 3 red. And the rest is pretty decent. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be going into battle. And you will see that with the 500 energy, he probably will be able to get the flying fish special move off. And that way he can deal insane amounts of damage. I'm gonna be slowing it down a bit for you guys. So yeah, you see he performs his ult almost instantly. So now the flying fish are gonna be on the battlefield, and he's gonna be getting all the benefits from his passive, his active, and he deals insane amounts of damage. You will see, like, the other team just disappeared. So with 5 rainbow, this guy is really good. As you'll probably see. So with the flying fish, he's probably gonna do his ult again. Yeah, the other team just died. And if you go to the, if you can see, his damage by far the most. Of course, Edan did a lot, but now I'm gonna show you guys. So remember, the damage is 2.4 million, around that. But let's change him to, let's say, 3 red. So let's give him 3 red, which is, for most characters, that is a big power spike, because then all your traces, and not our traces, but all your active, your skill, your ult, they're all maxed out. So let's see how he fares. Okay, let's make it fair. Let's give Edan 3 red as well, because otherwise it wouldn't be fair. So let's give him 3 red. So what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to go into battle again, and the difference is going to be pretty huge, because he probably will not be able to get his ult off. I'm not sure, but he probably won't. So let's see. Edan is probably gonna kill him right now. Yep, and he dies. So that's the part that makes me not want to invest him in, because he needs 5 rainbow to effectively work and deal insane amounts of damage. And as you can see, okay, maybe the team that I have wins, but it wasn't because of him. As you can see, he only did 111 million damage. And surprisingly, Hats did an insane amount of damage. But so with 3 red, most characters will be able to perform, especially SSR Plus characters, will be able to perform pretty well. But he needs 5 rainbow to work. He's essentially the same as Evankel. Evan also needs 5 rainbow to work really well. But I personally think as free to play, you shouldn't invest in this guy right now. Maybe if in future patches if in future testing this guy becomes really insane with 5 rainbow, then maybe you can invest him in. But as you can see, without 5 rainbow, he just doesn't perform the way he should. And I think that's really, yeah, it's a pity, because I really like his character, but he just doesn't work. Of course he does work, but you know what I'm saying. He doesn't work to his full capabilities at 3 red or below. So if you're not a whale, I would say, so if you're free to play, I would say even if you are a dolphin, I would not try to invest in him based on that you need so much investing to make him work. And I would rather invest in like a Kaiser or a Khun, who need a lot, who don't need as much of an investment as this guy does. And what I'm personally gonna do, and I would suggest you guys do that as well, is I'm gonna be saving up my black market tickets for the next update. I believe it will be on the 25th of September. And that's when Trauma Ray is coming out. And yeah, the speculations are that he's gonna be a new rarity. I mean, that's confirmed. But speculations are that the new rarity will have more revolution stats, and he's gonna be the most busted character in the game by far. So yeah, that's my opinion on this character at the moment. If you have any suggestions, or you have a different opinion about the character, you can always let me know. And if you want to join my Discord, I'll leave my Discord in the description. You can ask me anything there, especially if you want your account reviewed, or you have personal tips you want. You can always ask them there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.